Hello friends, welcome to TM6 Adventures. Lisa here. This is a video that I am pre-recording because at this point in time I will be on my way or in Brisbane, actually Ipswich, getting my TM7 and teaching others how to use the TM7. So I'm super excited, but I didn't want to not show up for you today. So I'm pre-recording these videos and they are a tribute to the TM6. We have had this TM6 for 6 years now. And when it came, I've got to say, in the lead up with the TM5, I couldn't understand why we needed a new model. The TM5 at that point in time in my eyes was just amazing. It we'd gone from the little magnets with the recipes to the Wi-Fi dongle on the side called the Cook key. And it was amazing. The guided recipes were just mind blowing. And I just loved them. Okay. So when they announced it, I was like, why are we getting a new model? I don't understand. So I'm actually really excited about this because I know what's in store. I know how the anticipation goes. I know how I can't even fathom the changes yet. And I'm so excited about it. But I thought, you know what, let's honor the TM6. We went from the TM5 with the smaller display, the guided recipes. Yes, we were introduced to those, but they were a bit limited by that display, by the Wi-Fi dongle, by the magnets, which were the books, yeah. And then with that as well, we didn't have things like high heat cooking. We didn't have all the functionalities. We just had those grey buttons across the bottom of the screen that had some automation of yogurt, rice from memory, and custard. We had reverse across the bottom, we had kneading, we had turbo, and we had scales. Yeah, so that was our TM5. TM6 came and it opened up a whole new world. But the most amazing thing, and by the way, we are cooking today, the most amazing thing is the fact that when we got it, it was different to what we've got now as we say goodbye to it. The great thing about Thermomix, and I'm sure we're going to see the exact same thing with the TM7, is what it is when I start showing it to you on Monday will be different to what I show you in 6 months' time, a year's time, 18 months' time down the track. The beautiful thing about the Thermomix is that it continues to evolve and it's designed in such a way that we get these software updates that do the evolution for us. We don't even really know they're coming until they're on the screen half the time, which is super cool. So when I think about back to the TM6, when this first arrived, this screen over here was way smaller. We had scales, we had dough, we had turbo, we had pre-clean, but it was pretty limited. And then over time, we have gradually got more and more things. So there were some things that were standard. Pretty sure we had fermentation, slow cook, things like that. But it is definitely expanded over time. So things like the Thermomix sensor were not there when we got this 6 years ago. We did not have the Choc function, which, by the way, interesting side note, not on the TM7 yet. I'm always going to say yet from here forth. Okay, instead of a chop, we've got a steaming mode. I reckon the chop will be back. I think it's just coming without that to start off with. But you know, never say never. Don't know. I'm not the engineers behind these amazing things they do. Pre-clean got a makeover. It got better over time. Blend mode, egg boiler, I think they were there at the beginning, but I don't know. Someone correct me on that if you know. Kettle mode, warm up mode, thickening mode, rice cook, they were all there I think at the beginning as well. But the peeler, the grater, the slicing, the spiralizing, and the sensor were definitely add-ons that we have had over time. How cool is that? And when we want to think about things that have changed from that TM5 to the TM6, we had things like the browning mode, the sugar stages, like just stepped up. So like I'm just absolutely mind blown about what they're going to do with this TM7. The timer was something that we saw leave on the TM5 and come back late, only recently on the TM6. We've seen thousands upon thousands of new recipes on the platform on Cookidoo to use as well as of course of the really important ability to put your own recipes up so that they're guided as well. I can't wait to show you that on the TM7. So what have I missed? What else has happened over this time? It's been such a journey and I'm so excited. Over the next couple of days, I'm going to share with you the things I'm going to miss, the things I'm excited about, and take you on a bit more of a journey with your TM6 before Monday when I bring you the TM7. So today I'm just going to whip up something really manually on the Thermomix. And when you think back to the TM31, if you weren't around then, manual cooking was all that we had. Even when we started with the TM5, we had some guided functionality on the recipe chip, which was matching the basic cookbook. But no, we didn't have guided. So this is manual cooking. I'm going to start with that today, making something really simple and really easy. I'm actually making a quick cookie dip. It has a whole of some chocolate chips we have in the machine. About, I was going to say 100 grams, but let's go with 80 grams of chocolate chips. We need a lid and we need a measuring cup. Let's chop these down because they are way too big to share around. So chopping, let's actually use our chop function, shall we? Give it a moment to think. It's like, oh, I've been sitting here while you talked for too long. Let's come down. If you don't use your chop, maybe you don't. I don't use it too often either because I know how to chop. I did it on a TM31, I did it on a TM5. And I still do it on a TM6, but you know what? Some of you didn't have that journey. So this is super handy. I'm so excited to have the steaming on the TM7 because that's something I've always said. To have some way of just pushing a mode for it to steam would be amazing, and it's coming. Anyway, down here, where we got? Dark chocolate. Okay, how much? Yep, coarse or finely grated. Oh, let's go finely grated. So it goes a bit further. It's got 10 seconds, 10 to 12 seconds, speed 8. We go set. It pre-puts this out here for us, and now we spin the dial up to speed 8. I love how it sets. Obviously, if that was a larger volume of stuff, you would have picked a different option, and it probably would have done it for longer or done it faster. Look at that, we have grated chocolate. No grater, no grating your fingernails off. How good is that? Now I'm going to put into the machine some cream cheese. I'm going to put into it, let's have a look. Oh, hit the done. Sorry, that's why. Now with the Thermomix, you don't need to have it warm, like room temperature, like you do when pre-Thermomix days. You just have to have it so it fits down the blade shaft. I am being a bit generous with those sizings. Yes. All right, there is a pesky fly hanging around. All right. By the way, if you are still considering upgrading to the TM6 from a 31 or a TM5, you will love it. It might seem like a scary jump right now because we don't know what we don't know. But let me tell you, I honestly thought the TM5, I mean, even the TM31, I remember thinking, this is amazing, this is revolutionary, and it was for its time. And then we went to this digital thing, which, oh my goodness. But let me tell you, to get the TM6 at the moment with everything included that you'll ever need or want with the TM6 is amazing and incredibly generous of Thermomix. We've never seen an offer where you can trade in a different sort of kitchen appliance for a discount on the Thermomix. We've seen trade-in offers before, but they don't normally come with a cutter, a glide board, a peeler, what else? A spiralizer, something else. Oh, second bowl, right? You can't live without a second bowl. So like, it's just so incredibly generous and a really great way. And I hope when you see this video, that offer's still on, then we haven't run out of stock of the TM6, because I am recording this a few days in advance. At time of recording, there is still stock available. Okay, 160 grams of cream cheese. We're putting a little bit of butter in. This just gives it a bit of a silkiness. So I'm only putting in probably about, except I'm having trouble cutting the really cold butter. It's unsalted butter. There we go, 35 grams. Could put a little bit more in, but I don't want to argue with it anymore. And I'm putting in some cream. You could put in milk. All this is going to do is smooth this out so that it's dippable rather than that cream cheese solid texture. Okay, so lid back on. Our stir through speed is about speed 4. I'm not going to put a time on. I'm going to use my ears and listen. So that's 10 seconds. I actually think it needs thinning a bit. It looks very solid. I'll show you what I mean. And if I put this back in the fridge for later, it's gonna be hard as a rock. Really nice as a cheesecake. So if you want like a dessert, you want to put it in a little cup and put it in the fridge, oh my goodness, like so tasty. But if you want it to dip a cracker into, this is too thick. Like you can see there, the texture. But I might just tell you what it tastes like. So good, so good, but too thick. A little bit more cream, and as I said, milk will do if you don't have cream. Up to speed 4 again. With my puppy dogs barking in the background, I think it's time to finish today's video. So let's have a look. Let's look at the texture. We'll just give that last bit of milk a stir in. And I think it's nearly done. By the way, flavorings wise, you could be adding some caramel sauce, which you'll find in my Easter grazing box series. Or you can find recipes on Cookidoo as well. You could be adding through your favorite liqueur. You could do a squeeze of lemon juice. Like think of cream cheese, like as in your cheesecake, what flavors you like, that's what you can do as far as turning it into a dip, or even just, as I said, little cheesecake containers, like yum. But there you go, that is done. That is so simple and quick in your Thermomix. Really cool. So I hope today I've taken you on a little ride down memory lane is what I'm trying to say there. As we talked about where we've come with the Thermomix so far. I can't wait over the next couple of days to tell you more about what I'm going to miss about the TM6 and what I'm not going to miss and what I'm excited about. So hang in, check that out each day. But otherwise, if you've got questions, you'd like to take up one of the current offers, go to TM6 Adventures, my website, click that QR code. I know a lot of you watch on a TV, so take a photo of that and go check that out under the latest news tab on there. But I am super excited about the journey to come, the next chapter, and taking you with me on that. So thank you for being part of it. Thank you for all that you do, turning up on here and encouraging me with your kind words and your feedback and all that stuff. If you've got questions, reach out. But otherwise, take care, and I'll see you in the next video soon. Bye for now.